You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers,
Sway.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Ye gets blinded.
Answer that I'm getting.
Not immediate.
All right, so let me respond
it's
to what
just
you're
how
saying.
I am.
Okay, let me tell you about how humans are.
Okay.
After hearing Lil Yachty say he was happy all the time.
Oh my
Joe
God.
Budden, he needs no introduction. His name is Charleston White.
Oh man. This dude.
Can you feel it?
Yo, I'm Zoe,
Lamon,
and we are The Era. So we got going on today, we got when rap interviews got out of hand. So the only one I could think of that's off the top of my head is probably the Kanye West one. When he was like, you ain't got the answers, Sway.
I've been doing this more than you.
You ain't got the answers.
I smell Breakfast Club written all over this.
Yeah, that too. The one with I think Dame Dash.
All of them. Birdman, Dame Dash, Soulja Boy.
Yeah, those
the Lil Mama interview. Remember that?
Yeah,
Beanie Sigel.
Yeah. It's damn near a whole lot.
I think there's a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be in this video right now. So we about to react to this video, but before we do that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to our channel. And if there's anything new, make sure you put it in the comment section below so we can react to it. So without further ado, we about to react to when rap interviews got out of hand. Let's get it.
It's the 27th of November, 2013, and we are here for Kanye West's interview on the Sway in the Morning Show on Shade 45. Brace yourselves, for this is the day Kanye tells the world that Sway doesn't have the answers.
Girlfriend don't need them and do it yourself.
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
You ain't got.
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
So angry.
You ain't got the answers.
However, this interview didn't start on an aggressive note at all. In fact, no one could have predicted that Ye would end up yelling at Sway.
That thumbnail
The show
classic.
actually started with Sway giving Ye his flowers, praising him for his achievements in music, and even calling him the most impactful artist of his generation.
Oh my God.
The most important artist of this generation. Over 21 Grammys, 6 consecutive #1 albums. One of the most impactful voices to ever grab a microphone. One of the most talented producers to ever produce music, fashion, art. One of the most prolific people to ever speak on behalf of his thoughts.
Sway.
To trigger emotions and trigger thought of you.
Look at this.
One of the most clever people to ever manipulate the internet.
Sway talked about Ye's journey
He
from
like,
when
man,
he was
can you
just
stop
a producer.
talking?
He stated Kanye used to insist that Sway hears his rhymes, and also mentioned some of Kanye's many controversies.
Sway, you gotta hear my rhymes, man. You gotta hear my rhymes. I know I make beats, but you gotta hear my rhymes. Being on a train.
Okay.
Amtrak train going to Philly to now being mentioned alongside the President of the United States more than once. We talk about President Obama.
He look like he just don't want to be there.
But you forget some of the things that this man has said to really go against the grain and challenge thought.
Go to motionready.com to add this to your video, and that, and that.
Right.
Fearlessly,
Like a new
for
street
example.
ball game.
Right, yep.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Oh, that's iconic. That is
Another thing
iconic.
people so gay conscious now. That's like the whole thing, like with the internet. Every day somebody, oh, I can tell he gay now, you know. But back in the days, people used to have songs called like "Get in That Ass" or something like that.
Remind me again who's the original Superfly. And I got love with hope, but I ain't fucking with that suit.
After this, they started talking about the Yeezus tour and all the artists and producers that have inspired and influenced Kanye's music. But the interview starts to go not as planned when they start talking about the fashion industry and how the big companies have made it difficult for Kanye to have a brand of his own. A brand that doesn't have to rely on Nike or
I will only wear his shoes.
Ye described the fashion industry as controlling and classist. He stated that they would make it impossible for him to succeed if he doesn't collaborate with them. However, Sway was of the opinion that Kanye doesn't need to collaborate with any of the big brands.
And low-key, and he don't.
No.
Low-key, imagine if he did. I think Kanye underestimated the power of his fan base at the time, because I feel like even now, like, he's still selling. He's even with that album, the Vultures album, he still was #1.
Yeah.
Even with all the controversy. I think, honestly, if he did put out Yeezys without the Adidas, not the Yeezys, without the Adidas, I think it still would have went crazy.
It would still go good, too. Like, Kanye has a crazy fan base, too, so they're going to support him regardless if he signed to, like, a
Adidas or not.
Adidas or whoever, really. So,
all he needed was maybe like a distribution where like they get it in the store, but like he didn't need like a deal. They was going to sell anyway.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think low key, Nike is the biggest brand. I feel like Kanye is what kept Adidas rivaling Nike. If you think about it, in our era, Nike was the big brand, but Kanye helped them stay like the rival brand.
Yeah.
He could just start his own brand from the ground up. Ye insisted that he needs to work with the big brands so that he could work with the best people and get the best materials at the best price. Otherwise, he would just be extorted by everyone he tries to work with. However,
but that happened anyway. You don't. Yeah. It's mad talented people that you can work with that got great material. Yeah. You don't need
as the back and
forth.
But
I think he's just thinking broader. That's it. Yeah.
And proclaims.
But no, I'm saying for sure. I know what he's saying. But like, it's mad people with good material. Then he could still do it on his own, and then not had the same.
The most impactful artist of this generation.
Yeah.
And trying to marginalize him would not help anyone.
Standing up and I'm telling you,
because,
I am Warhol.
My bad for pausing, but the problem is Warhol. The problem is, as soon as some controversy happen, they're gonna drop you. So it's like that's extortion. Because like they was only with you because your brand, but as soon as something happened, they drop you, and then they tried to steal his. Remember they tried to sell it without his name on it?
Like I seen him and then it said Adidas on there, but I'm like
without the Yeezys.
Without the Yeezy, I'm like nah,
Easy
it can't.
tag.
Like good try, but it's not gonna work.
Never. And that just shows you there right there that his fan base is good enough. He don't need that.
Would not help anyone.
Right.
Standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation.
I'm not gonna argue
Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
Talk to
now,
him.
who's gonna be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Talk to him,
challenges Kanye by telling him he doesn't need the big brands. He could just do everything himself.
I remember in high school, this girl said that exact quote. We was talking about, it was an after school program. She was like, Kanye, he's the #1 artist of our generation. She said that exact quote.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna argue with
yourself and don't need them and do it yourself.
King Kendrick, though.
Oh my God.
This is when Kanye goes off the deep end and lets Sway and the whole world know that Sway doesn't have the answers.
You empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself.
Sway.
Take a few steps back.
Sway just giving advice, man.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
you ain't got.
Me? Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Ye gets blinded by his rage and his passion. Sway tries to get Kanye to calm down, but at this point, it was somewhat of a lost cause. Ye fails to realize that Sway isn't the enemy and was only trying to advise him on how to solve the problem he had.
That's Sway saying what I basically was saying.
Kanye insists that Sway still doesn't have the answers. If you've not lost or spent $13 million to empower yourself or gone through the same route as Ye, it's kind of hard for him to take your advice seriously.
I'm asking you
You ain't been doing the education.
Bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Calm down.
You don't have the answers though.
Calm down.
Because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Sway states that he's invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in clothing lines. But pay close attention to Ye's facial expressions when Sway says this.
Oh my God.
And you can see Kanye clearly roll his eyes at Sway's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of investment.
But I spent hundreds of thousands and putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree.
Kanye states that it's difficult for him to take Sway's advice when his clothing line failed, and no one even knows its name. And you can't deny that this is great radio.
It ain't Ralph level.
Let me ask you this. I'm asking
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
Kanye,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I lost money. But that's not...
Exactly, and I could lose money on a higher level, too.
And that's
don't
what
think
I'm
just
asking
because,
you.
don't think because I got the most or the least money.
Are you tired of your YouTube channel not getting the attention it deserves? Building a YouTube channel can be a very...
Finish my question, dog.
Man, man.
Let me hear the question,
you don't have
man.
the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question.
Thank you, Sway.
Keeping his
Talk
cool
to him, man.
And eventually getting Ye to calm down and stop yelling. It's important to state that Ye eventually apologized for his outburst,
Yes, that girl
and
was
both
cute.
men
Nah.
eventually hugged it out.
I'm trying to understand your world because when I go to your concert, I'm curious about what you're saying. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the questions.
Well,
you see, he flipped it. Or he said, I go to your concert. I don't know.
Yeah.
He flipped it. You ain't got the answers on him. We never repeat.
Okay, but you ain't got to turn up on me man to man, dog. Fuck these mics. We could turn all this shit off. You ain't got to do this. It's cool. I love you, bro. Gotta turn up. Ain't no. Don't try to embarrass
Thank you, Sway.
us.
I mean,
I'm
calm
not
the man
trying to
down,
embarrass
man.
y'all. What
Calm
I'm
him
trying
down.
to say to y'all.
This interview eventually comes full circle, almost a decade later. In an interview with ABC's Lindsay Davis, Kanye West eventually agrees and admits that Sway did have the answers.
So Sway, almost 10 years ago, said, man, why don't you do it on your own? Was he right?
You know what? I will go ahead and say Sway had the answer.
Go back down, Sway. Go back down.
Unlike this interview, in some situations, the interviewer is actually the one yelling at the rapper. In May 2017, Lil Yachty was on the Everyday Struggle Show.
Lil
He was
Yachty.
being interviewed
Lil
by
Yachty,
Onyx
get it
and
right.
Joe Budden.
Yachty.
Yachty was on the show to promote his
Still
new
saying
album,
Yachty.
and he was asked by the interviewers if he was happy with the life he was living.
I don't care about the business part.
Talk to him,
I
Joe.
don't care about how Yachty feels.
I'm telling you how I feel.
Oh my
I'm
God.
happy every day.
Wait, say that again.
Happy. I'm happy every day because life.
Shout out Joe
is
Budden
moving
too, by the
in
way.
Such a
Back.
positive way. I can't get slowed down.
But it seems Mr. Joe Budden is the authority on whether someone is happy or not.
And he is.
According to Budden,
Come on,
the
Joe.
answer was a media
If
trained
he happy, he
response.
happy.
Maybe he has been media trained.
Joe
this is a
trying to-
very media
He
trained
happy for now.
answer that I'm getting.
It's not a media.
All right, so let me
answer.
respond
It's
to what
just
you're
how
saying.
I am.
Okay, let me tell you about how humans are.
Okay.
After hearing Lil Yachty say he was happy all the time,
Oh my
Joe
God.
Budden then flew off the handle and
No,
told
he not
Yachty
saying he
that
the mediator for who happy. Now he trying to tell him like for now, but to maintain your happiness and your financial, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Kind of what
it
Sway
is
was saying.
impossible for Yachty to be happy
Which
all the
Yachty-
time.
Yeah.
Cannot
Yeah.
tell me.
What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say which I know probably now. If he ever look back on this, he probably gonna be like, yeah, you know what, Joe Budden was right.
Why? To tell me that as a young man, how old are you?
19.
In this industry,
Yeah, he was
in this
young.
music industry, in the music business, you are happy 24/7. That is a lie.
So-
that is bullshit, and I refuse to have somebody tell me bullshit. I want to have an honest
So
conversation.
when you come from a
Lil Yachty did explain his stance to Joe Budden. But you've got to
Oh,
wonder, will Budden
Rory
have
and
the
Maul.
same energy if this was a bigger and older rapper from a different generation?
You come from when you come from a college dorm room with no money, okay, you scamming credit
Which is
cards.
all college dorm
and,
rooms.
And you ain't
Facts.
getting no play with
Yep.
no girls, you're not getting you have no clothes, you have no car, and you come to having 3-4 cars, you got millions
Describing
of
me
dollars.
right now.
$500,000 on your body just to wear, and any kind of clothes you want, any hoes you want, how could you be upset?
Because I don't.
Budden then lost his shit again after he asked Lil Yachty what he wanted from hip-hop, and he didn't get the answer he wanted or expected.
Boy got them
Instead,
Twizzlers, boy.
Yachty stated
Look at
that
him.
he's here to have fun.
I don't know.
So
I
yeah.
mean,
You don't think that's a question you should answer at some point?
what do I want from hip hop?
Or are you leaving all of this to QC to figure out?
Nah, I mean, I'm making music, bro. I'm just having fun. I'm saying my fans
You're gonna
love
have a
it.
problem with just having fun at 5 years.
What did you want from hip
You're gonna have a big problem.
So
with
5 years later,
you
he
sound like you're very aware with what's going on, and you one of the hottest niggas on earth.
But what do you want me to say? You want me to say?
I want you to be aware of your business. I want you to know whether you're in a 360 or not. I want you to appreciate the culture that changed your life and took you from college dorm rooms eating fucking oodles and noodles. I want you who's well spoken and articulates himself well.
My nigga.
Oodles and noodles.
Chill.
My nigga, chill.
Yeah, Joe.
I would probably say that too. Like, yo, like I get it. I know you dropping gems, but bro, just chill, relax.
No, he would know you.
Relax.
You ain't gonna be able to chill in 5 years.
Relax, brother. Relax, man. Relax.
But Yachty, 5 years. That was 2017, 2023, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
He changed his whole music style. So
yeah, he did.
However, while Lil
He started
Yachty
taking it
managed to
serious.
keep his
Yachty.
cool, some
Yachty.
rappers simply waste no time and just walk out of the interview. This interview happened in December 2018. And if you ever want an example on how to set a bad tempo for an interview, Ebro was a very good example for you.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
why
yeah,
invite
yeah,
someone
yeah,
to your
yeah,
studio and then start the show by telling them you are not exactly sure you wanted to interview them at all.
Good morning, beautiful Laura Styles,
Man,
Rosenberg,
Ebro.
Kodak Black in the building. Give it up one time, yeah. First time. Yo, man, first of all, I gotta be honest, I was skeptical on doing this interview. I saw your other interviews where you was wearing like a ski mask and all that, and I was like, I'm not really interested in talking.
And the one he talking about is the
The
Breakfast
interview
Club
goes
too.
on for 17 minutes, with Ebro and his
Well, the one I
co-host
could think
asking
of.
Kodak
Yeah, it
Black
was.
various
We
questions
said, I
about his
hope
music
so.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how he deals with fame. But after some time, Ebro asked Kodak about his sexual assault case, and this obviously makes the rapper quite hostile.
We take sexual assault here serious, and we can't, get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, this is a serious topic, and we're hearing these stories a lot.
Yo, he mad.
Kodak
He
probably didn't
he
want to
angry.
speak about this issue because since it's an ongoing case, anything he says about it will probably be used against him in court.
Yep.
And you probably expect the interviewer to know this. However, it seems the next question after this seemed to even piss off Kodak more. And you got to wonder, why would anyone ask Kodak about a conspiracy theory concerning the moon?
We were talking about the show.
Would you be interested in collecting 5-figure
Of course,
paychecks for a
Rosenberg.
few hours of work, helping
That's
me
a
in your
good-
spare time from home?
Today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about is the idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy.
He said that to even out the room, the tension.
Kodak, do you believe
he's just bringing up
that our
random
moon
ish.
landing in 1969 actually took place?
What the fuck y'all talking about?
But even after this,
I would have thought
Ebro
that too. I'm not
decided
gonna
to
lie.
start
I
a
would
war
have.
again.
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes when niggas like be going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like change the subject. I'm finna walk out.
Kodak clearly stated that he would walk
I
out
mean, he
if they
handled it. He
persisted with
did
the
handle
topic.
it professionally,
But Ebro's
though.
response showed that he obviously didn't care.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like,
No, they tried to change the subject. They was talking about the moon landing.
that's bullshit too. So
Oh,
talk
well.
about something else.
Well, I was saying, I think
We don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm going. Say less.
well, that's a bummer.
I don't know. People don't tell me what to talk about on my show.
As Kodak was
Ebro.
leaving the interview,
Ebro.
you could hear
Man.
Ebro complaining that he wasn't going to let an artist
Man.
tell him what to talk about on his show. Kodak Black's interview definitely didn't go as planned. And unlike Kodak,
Not at all.
some rappers don't walk out of the interview. Instead, they confront the interviewer and even make him quite nervous on his own show.
Which
The
one
interview
is
I am about
Breakfast
to show
Club,
you
yep.
turned out to
I
be
think
the
I- yep.
interview of that year's summer. In fact, the Breakfast Club ended up
Birdman.
deleting the entire interview
no.
from their YouTube
Wait, no,
channel.
what?
Back in
Is it?
2014, the 1990 rap group Onyx was doing
Onyx,
a Breakfast
okay.
Club interview. The interview started on a cordial note as the group members talked about how each person was discovered and how they were eventually signed by DJ Jam Master Jay. But in the last 30 minutes of the show, the whole interview goes off the rails and someone got checked on their own show. Charlemagne asked Fredro Starr about the time he was involved with Brandy, and this is when the
Shout
whole
out Onyx
interview
too, by the way. I
gets
listened to a
quite
few of
heated.
their songs.
Fredro didn't want to talk about this because Brandy was allegedly underage at the time.
Why
This your radio station.
Man.
You know why? This your
Why his face?
Like,
You're like, he's smiling for a picture.
yeah.
It's quite heated.
Oh my God.
Fredro didn't want to talk about this because Brandy was allegedly underage at the time.
This your radio station.
Cause you know why?
This your block.
You know why? Because I know it was an
You got
ambush.
ran off your own
I don't know
block.
what them guys had planned.
got
So
ran
I
off-
had to get out the way.
You got ran off your own block, man. It's all good, though.
It happens. It happens to the best of them.
Sometimes.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Fredro states that the reason he got quite aggressive is because Charlemagne brought up a topic he didn't like.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Because you brought some shit up that I ain't like, nigga, and I don't like that. I ain't no.
I ain't.
And fam, the whole issue only gets worse from here. It's up to you to decide who you think was right or wrong. But once again, this is just great radio. Charlemagne then asked Fredro Starr, "What you want me to do?" And this is when the rapper completely loses his shit.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing, big man. You can't do nothing. I know
ain't here
it's
for
so
that.
good.
I ain't here for that.
Playing the garbage. Don't
How
play
they
me.
talking? Like, you would
My
have
name
thought
is
they
Fredro
would have been
Starr.
fighting right
Do your
now.
Googles. What the fuck you want?
All right, let's move on.
You think I said something
Let's
wrong?
move on.
Ask the question if we pass that. Let's get past this nigga in the eye on TV.
The biggest surprise in this interview is that it never got physical because it
Wow.
felt like Fredro Starr was really ready for anything. But this wouldn't be the only time a guest was really pissed with Charlemagne. Back in October 2016, Beanie Sigel stopped at the Breakfast Club
this
for an
one too.
interview
I
with
remember this
Charlemagne
one.
and
I was
DJ Envy. And this was around the time that Beanie
I remember I was literally at our college that we went to.
Yeah.
I was literally in the bathroom watching this interview when it came
his
out.
beef with Meek Mill. And he also talked about his beef with the game.
I
Charlemagne
remember
stated
that.
Beanie sounded like a hater on the 2 diss tracks he released against Meek
Beanie Sigel looking like a mother effing beanbag. Like, remember the game said that?
Mill.
I heard you on Tax Podcast.
Yeah.
Pest
And then,
control.
you know, I
classic
was
diss
questioning
song.
you with your diss records, man. You sounding like a hater lately, man.
Hater?
Yeah.
How you say that? Hater.
Because I feel like, you know, you put out 2 diss records, but then you was in the studio with me like 8 days prior to the first diss record. And I'm like, if anybody else did that, I think you'd be saying that was a move.
However, Beanie felt that Charlemagne
Look at that thumbnail.
Yeah.
not even qualified to talk about the beef.
I don't think
Charlemagne
you're
don't got no
qualified to
emotion.
even say I sound like a hater because you don't know all the particulars. So how you qualified to say I'm a hater? Hate on what?
Well,
and why?
I'm just telling you based
But
on what you see.
why do you say I'm a hater?
And when Charlemagne continued to press on the same issue, Beans didn't hold back.
So that other shit,
Exactly was the.
you ain't qualified to ask me that question. You ain't qualified to get that answer.
You ain't qualified,
After some time,
Charlemagne.
Beanie felt that Charlemagne wasn't keeping it real, so he threatened to walk out of the interview. He then mocked Charlemagne about Fredro Starr almost beating him up on the show, and even called him a sucker.
So I should be out, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, that's me personally. I wouldn't sit there and have a conversation with a.
Yeah, you'll sit here and you'll bash a little girl, little mama till she cry. That's what you do. Coward, nigga.
We talk, me and you talking to each other now. I tell you that I think you're a hypocrite.
You can think what you want.
I mean, Charlemagne keeping it real. I mean, I'm not saying what he's saying is right, but
you can think what you want.
He's not holding no boundaries, though.
So now, what's next with
I
this
can
record?
say I think you're a you let Fredro Starr and them check you, but you made that little girl cry.
They make her cry, but
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Although Beanie Sigel called Charlemagne several
Yes, you
names,
did.
the interview never came close to becoming physical.
He was like,
But
y'all
back
want to talk about some music? He
The
changed the whole stuff.
2017 BET Awards, this interview almost led to a fight.
Covered for so long.
I remember this one. I remember
you
this
guys are
one.
nominated tonight. Have a good show.
I remember this.
Your small business
Like
has
I left on
unlimited
bamboo.
potential. Spectrum Business is built to connect you with that potential.
Was that Quavo when I said that?
No, wait.
No, that was Takeoff.
That was Takeoff. Oh, yeah,
the
that's
Migos
right.
were on the
I
red
look-
You know about that
doing
movie?
an interview with Nevendra
Rest in
Alexis.
peace, Takeoff, too,
DJ
by the way.
Yeah, shout out to
So,
Takeoff,
the
man. Rest in
Migos were
peace.
on the red
in
carpet
heaven.
doing an interview with Nevendra Alexis, DJ Academics, and of course, Joe Budden. And if you focus on Budden right from the beginning of this interview, you could easily feel and see the negative vibes he was given. Academics was talking to the late Takeoff about him not being on the hit song Bad and Bougie. And while the other hosts were paying attention to what Takeoff was saying, Joe Budden maintained a dismissive look. He never asked any question, and the only thing he was interested in or eager to do is end the interview.
I feel like that's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah. I mean, that's one thing I like about the group, because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
All right, we got to wrap this up, though.
You could tell the room had gotten quite cold at this
Joe did
time.
not want to do this
And
interview
after
at
Budden
all.
talked about wrapping up the interview, Quavo wasn't going to
Quavo?
take
No,
disrespect,
Quavo.
so he told
Quavo.
him to indeed end the interview.
My bad. Have you tried to jump?
I couldn't
wrap
hear
it up
anything
then.
over there, too. Close it.
Close it.
But this isn't even the worst of Budden in this interview. Academics then stated that the Migos were one of his favorite groups and artists, but Mr. Joe Budden wasn't having none of that. Instead, he dropped his mic and walked out on the people he was interviewing.
Listen, man, I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
However, the Migos were definitely not taking the Yachty approach you saw earlier.
Yachty.
Instead, the whole QC squad pulled up on Budden right there at the award show.
I remember that.
No, wait.
And they cut it off right away, too.
Joe Budden almost got beat up by the Migos and their entourage, but this beef didn't end here. After what happened at the BET Awards, Budden addressed the issue on his podcast, and he had some interesting things to say when he was asked about the incident.
It was in your house? I don't know.
I think I can take 2.5 of Migos.
2.5 Migos.
Not only did Budden say that he could take on 2.5
Why you can't fight all
Migos
three of
by
them?
himself,
That's a
at some
handicap
point in the
match.
podcast, he called DJ Academics a pussy and even referred to the Migos as kids.
Academics is one of the biggest I've ever seen in my entire life. But he should never comment on anything that has to do with physicality.
This is also the gun era, by the way.
I'm not
Everyone got a Draco. They don't want to fight.
So that's what everybody's telling me about Migos. Apparently, everybody views Migos as very tough guys. I must not be that familiar with their music. I still look at them like the kids.
However, none of the
They were,
interviews
like,
I've shown
they
you
were
so
like our
far
age too, right?
compares
Like
to this
well,
next one.
maybe a little older, yeah.
Not the Kanye interview, not the Migos
They in their
face-off
30s.
with Joe Budden,
Yeah.
and not even the Fredro Starr interview. He needs no introduction. His name is Charleston White.
Oh man. This dude.
Chicago. What you grabbing your gun? Say, homie, you better, nigga, what you got going? Man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean, what I'm on? So, with a gun in my hand.
On the
Oh, he got a
23rd of
gun
November,
during the
2022,
interview.
Charleston White was on DJ U's Go Crazy podcast, explaining why he gave money to Tuka's mother and FBG Duck's mom, Mama Duck, but not King Vong's mother. Charleston revealed that he never knew about Von's mom's situation, and that when he heard about it, he didn't have enough money at the time, so he couldn't help her.
I knew nothing of Tuka and FBG Duck until now. And when I heard
Tuka,
about
not
they
Tupac.
mamas,
Right.
when I heard about those kids, mamas, and how they was being treated, I showed love. Even though I don't know nothing about King Von Mama, y'all gonna show love to Von Mama. I didn't have that chance. That I had at my fingertips. When I first made a video, saying, man, I heard about this kid Tuka. How the can y'all be saying this shit of his mama?
DJ U stated
Wow.
that most people in Chicago felt that if Charleston was gonna do that for Mama Duck and Tuka's mom, then it's only right that he does it for other mothers who lost their sons to gang violence. But Charleston White made it clear that nobody was going to tell him what to do.
Everyone who hates
I mean,
ads
that's-
will be using this
yeah,
Chrome
that's
extension by
definitely-
2025. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code. It's a Chrome extension.
Do with his money. Then he gives Chi-Town the
I mean, he
middle
does have a
finger
point
and
there.
states that rather than them trying to tell him what not to do, they should give their own money to Von's mother, rather than expecting him to do it.
And I think
I was
with
trying to
that,
say that.
I
It's
mean-
like you can only give what you can afford to give.
Yeah, so
everybody, y'all should be helping too. What you like? One
Right.
person can't do everything. We
So-
all got to help out with stuff.
So just because one person do it to a few, then he has to do it to everybody? No, that's not fair.
Like you give some money to them. Somebody like everybody pitch in.
Right.
You can't. One person can take care of everybody.
Right.
You still got your bills.
The only
too.
thing that kind of like
That's a blessing. He did it first and foremost. That he did what he gave. He was able to give what he gave.
Yeah, because he definitely didn't have to do that for sure.
We all gotta help each other. Like you can't. One person can't do the whole thing.
Right.
I guess
Only God can take care of all of us.
Yep. Like, if you go do that, you gotta do that for everybody.
I ain't gotta do that. Y'all go do it.
That's the reason.
So what was Chicago to suck my dick? Because how you
Oh.
gonna put that on me when y'all
Oh
ain't
man.
Okay, right. How you gonna dictate what I'm gonna do with my heart when you don't even have in your heart to do it?
While most people would be wary about what they say concerning Chirac and King Von, Charleston White really doesn't
Chirac.
give a fuck. He stated that no one can make him care about Von's mother.
From the knowledge I got, King Von was a my mama had 2 sons locked up for and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done. All right, but look, so this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von mama. I don't give a about his mama.
Fam, this isn't even the best part of the interview or the craziest shit Charleston
Crazy.
White said during this
Yeah.
podcast. Only Charleston White would say
Rest
right
in
in
peace,
front
Von,
of a
too,
camera,
by the way.
F
Another
them
one we
dead
lost.
ninjas.
But I don't give a damn about it. I helped this mama. Why do I need to know about 2? I don't give a about Duck or Von. I helped this living mama.
So yeah, come on.
Give a
Come
what
on.
they was. Why y'all not helping their mama?
Charleston White then completely loses
Oh,
his cool
man.
when DJ U tells him he can't use the F word when talking about Von's mother.
Why from Texas got to pay his mama car note? Why? And y'all want to tell me what I'm going to do with my money?
Yeah, you want to do it because you.
I didn't. Oh, no. She asked me.
No. She asked
You a goddamn lie. How I know that need her car note paid?
Dang.
How the I know she need her car note paid and she don't ask? You think I'm calling and asking, do you need your car note paid?
Disrespectful.
Right. That's why I say I ain't gonna say.
Come on, homie. So this is what I'm saying. Not one of my homeboy mama, y'all will never have to help in Texas. Nigga, I'm tired of helping. So I can say fuck whoever mama. And I behind me saying hey mama. I done helped
God
them.
damn, man.
So somebody else helped him hold. And I ain't now. Could've. So y'all go help them. Since
Now, do you think he would be saying that if they were alive? Probably not.
No,
I don't know.
absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know if he would be saying all this if they were alive.
y'all got so much to say, give me back the money then, ho.
All right, bro.
All right, he need to chill
I
out.
ain't have to help now more you rotten ass ho. My mama ain't got a bunch of kids that
All
But
right, man.
why is he going at they? This the people saying that about how you should have helped everybody. The mamas ain't say nothing.
If anything, you should go after the people that's saying that, not
That's
them.
See, that's why I don't like
mean,
about
not-
like
yeah.
in regular life when people just like if somebody else to say something instead of them going at that person, they'll like if somebody else say something and instigate, they'll attack. Instead of attacking the person, they'll just attack everybody. Like,
Everybody
why
else.
are you attacking the
Who's actually not attacking them.
Right. The mama ain't did nothing to you. She ain't said nothing. Or as everybody else jumping involved with their opinion saying, oh, well, you got to help that person. Well, get at. He started getting at everybody else, but now he's talking about their mama in a disrespectful way. It's like, bro, what is you doing?
Yeah.
Like, school these people that's talking about, you could have turned that into a lesson.
Right.
You could have told these dudes about how they saying you should have helped out this person. What he was saying about how about you help him. That could be a lesson. We could have helped we all got to contribute to help everybody. It can't just be on one person.
Yeah.
Keep that as the lesson, the main course. But now you going off talking about now you just making a fool out of yourself.
Right. Yep.
Like, bruh.
Like one man can't save the world.
Only God can.
Facts.
But it's just like, why you making a fool out of yourself now? Because it's like that could have been a good and I understand his anger, but it's misguided anger because now you disrespecting the people that you just helped.
Right.
For what?
Yeah, yep.
Give me back my goddamn money, ho! Or in Chicago.
All right, see.
Yeah, he wildin'. He wildin'
This
out.
interview then completely goes left, and Charleston does something you would probably never see in any other interview.
I keep a goddamn gun for whatever.
Like,
yeah, I'm like,
I keep a motherfucking gun.
bro brought a gun to an interview.
Say, homie, you better, nigga, what you got going? Man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean, what I'm on?
Yo.
Put me with a gun in my hand.
After whipping out his strap, Charleston White eventually declares that the interview is over. And then to prove that he really doesn't give an F, he repeats exactly what DJ U asked him not to say.
He vibing with you, bro. He ain't vibing with me, telling me I can't say what I can say. Man, so I don't give a all that say. He say what I'm gonna say, man. Who told you that? Bro, say, homie, interview vibing with you. Come on, man. Interview over. He asked you why you was
Yeah, interview would have been canceled too.
motherfucking gun. Come on, what I can't say is say something. Nigga, you lying to me? You lying to me? I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing. Shut up. No, homie, y'all go. Y'all go. I ain't going nowhere. No, bro. No, bro.
He just smoking his blunt, chilling.
What's happening? Telling me what I can't.
So, tell me, what do you think?
It's just like,
do you
bro,
agree with what Charleston White said? And which of these interviews do you find most entertaining? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.
That was really just misguided. It's just like misguided anger. It's like, why? That, like I said, that, like, respectfully too, like, that could have been made into a situation where a teaching moment for everybody. Like, why are you expecting one person to help everybody when y'all can be contributing? That should have been the main vocal point. But then now you disrespecting the mom. It's like,
Disrespecting the guys that's dead too.
For what?
For no reason, man.
You did something good, and then I understand the frustration of being somebody telling you should have helped everybody, because like you can only do what you can with what you got. Right. But it's like now you disrespecting the mother and calling them all types of names. It's like, for what?
Yeah.
Why?
For no reason too.
That could have been a great argument. That could have been a great argument. Not an argument, a great point of you saying like, yo, why don't everybody else chip in and help as well?
Right.
And not expect one person to do it. But now that's just.
Yeah, because like I said before too, I don't feel like he would be saying this if FBG Duck or Vaughn was alive too. He would be saying that. It would be a whole nother issue that we would have to be dealing with, because I know they would go after him for sure. So yeah, man. So
if each one teach one, everybody do what you can to help out everybody. Don't just depend on. My thing is that was misguided anger. He should have handled that a lot better and focused on the point of everybody got to help each other out. One person can't do it all. And as far as everybody saying he should help everybody, you can only help with what you got. So you help with whatever you can help. The next person help with whatever they can, and that's how we get a better society.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's how we all can do better.
No doubt. So there you have it. That is our reaction to these past like interviews that we just seen. The rap interviews got out of hand. And let us know too in the comment section, out of these interviews, which one do you think was the most entertaining one to watch? And like I said before, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to our channel. And if there's anything new, make sure you put it in the comment section below so we can react to it. And yeah, we out. Peace.